am live. So now we got Instagram live over here. We got YouTube live over here. And I'm trying to set up my Facebook live over here. Let's see if I can set it before I can record anything. I don't know why it's not letting me rotate. There we go. Let's flip this camera around. First ever ReggieAlcosPro. Podcast recording. Yes. Questions. All right, so we'll go live on Facebook. All right, so now I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook live over here, and I've got YouTube live over here. Ask me anything, ask me questions, and I'm going to use, I found this app, I can't remember where I found it, but it's called Anchor, and it seems pretty cool because you can then distribute your podcast on multiple platforms. From here, add some background music, do some editing. Of course, the microphone gets disconnected on here. But anyway, so the format of my podcast, or at least the main idea, actually, let me start recording here on Anchor. Let's do this. Let's go back. Delete segment. All right. I know why I did this. Because delete. Kind of messing around with it before. So let's see. Let's get out of here. How do we delete segment? New, I'm gonna try just a brand new episode here. Okay. So again, so Anchor is the app. I think it's good. Well, let's just record. All right, so here we are. Welcome to the very first ReggieAlcosPro podcast, where we're going to talk about anything and everything, right? From digital marketing to tech gadgets to just anything that's going on right now that's relevant. That, the idea is, we hope to, the idea is I hope to maybe inspire some of you to take the next steps forward, whatever it is, whether it's business and life. And like I said, make this world a better place. I know it sounds cheesy, but I figure why not, right? So that being said, let's go. Today's topic that I wanted to focus on today was really something I'm seeing a lot more of lately is, when it comes to digital marketing, a lot of businesses are spending literally thousands of dollars every single month, but they're not seeing results. And a lot of times they blame the marketing, right? They say, hey, look, we asked you to do this, but we're still not getting any new business. I see this over and over again, right? From just the traditional marketing to even, again, digital marketing. So I really got to thinking, okay, what could be causing this, right? I mean, the digital marketing, if it's doing their job, they're driving the leads. And I think a lot of times businesses, business owners, salespeople, I think they forget that, marketing and sales really need to work together, right? It's not one or the other. Right? And a consultant friend of mine many, many years ago, he really, really made it real simple for me. He basically said, look, marketing creates the need, right? It gets people thinking about, oh, I need this or I want this, and sales fulfills the need. That's the job. And a lot of times in some organizations, we get salespeople that think, oh, marketing is the one that's supposed to drive these sales, or vice versa. And so there is a disconnect there. And so what I've seen in my experience, I've worked in multiple industries, from the medical field to recruitment to general retail. I see a lot of different things. And the main thing that I see when I talk to people and they tell me, yeah, I'm spending all this money, I'm not getting any businesses, they don't focus on the stuff after the leads come in, right? It's the leads, again, are just leads. They're just that. They're not clients, customers, patients yet. And so what a lot of businesses forget is, hey, they've received all these leads in, but they don't know what to do after that, right? They just assume that because we've got these qualified leads that, hey, it's an automatic sale. And that's not the case, right? I always tell people, we can bring the horse to water. And I know we're not calling your clients horses or anything like that, but we can bring all these people, qualified or not, to your steps, but we can't close the deal, right? That's not our job as a digital marketer. And so what I've done is something that I don't know if a lot of people are doing, or when they talk to their digital marketing rep or their marketing rep, I don't know if they take it a step further, right? They're going to come up with this great strategy. We're going to bring all these potential clients, customers, patients to your door to call you to fill out these forms. But then they don't figure out, okay, what happens after that? Now, granted, a lot of the digital marketing reps out there and marketing companies and things like that are out there, that's not their job. I mean, it's really not. But, I tell all of my clients, and I call them all of my clients partners, I am very selfish when it comes to this, right? I want to make sure that it succeeds, because guess what? I want to brag about it, right? I want to see that, hey, look, I helped develop this strategy and I helped bring these people in, and now I'm helping them close that business. I want to be able to tell my kids this, my friends, my family this. And so I take it a step further, right? All of my partners, I look at their stats, their digital stats, their metrics every single day. And I look to see if there's any trends, positive or negative, and see if there's something that I can do to make these adjustments, right? Not only am I going to be doing that, but I also, a lot of times I probably shouldn't, but I take it a step further, right? I'll set them up on a process, right? How do we develop a sales process when these leads come in? What happens after that, right? Does it just come in and automatically become a sale, or is there another process that needs to take place? And so I love doing this. This is something that I enjoy doing. But like I said, I've been in sales for a very long time, and I've done the door knocking. I've taken the inbound calls. I've done all of this stuff. And so what I've been able to do is help the businesses that I work with develop a process to say, okay, here's what happens when a lead comes in, right? Obviously, e-commerce is a little bit different, but I work with a lot of service-oriented type businesses. And so we need to develop a process, a procedure, a repeatable process. So not only can one person in that organization do it, but everybody can look at this process and say, okay, this is what I need to do, right? So, for example, a lead comes in. What do you do next, right? You just make one phone call and that's it? Or do you send out a couple of emails and a phone call, an email and a phone call? When do you stop, right? Yeah, but what's up, Harrison? Yeah, man, I mean, I see this all the time. It's the businesses are like, well, you guys should be bringing us sales. And you know what? That's really not our job. Our job is to bring you these leads. Again, e-commerce, a little bit different, but I still think there is a process that needs to happen, right? We can bring leads to you. We can bring people to your website. We can bring them. And you know what? Because your product is great, that they might go through the process of maybe getting close to purchasing, right? Putting it in the shopping cart. But what if they don't? What's your process if they don't? If you have an e-commerce site, what happens when somebody goes to your website, clicks on the add to cart now, goes through the whole process and says, no, I don't want to purchase yet. What do you do, right? There is a process. There is something that you can do to help, again, kind of drive these people along the sales process. And that's really the thing. That's something that I really enjoy doing is talking to the client, saying, okay, what's the process? What happens when I bring a new lead to you, right? Do you just let it sit there, or do you have a process in place to get them to take the next steps to actually become a new patient, a new customer, a new client? That's really the goal, right? So anyways, I am curious. I know I want to keep these between 5-10 minutes long, these podcasts, these video casts, whatever we want to call it. But I am very curious, what kind of questions do you guys have? What are you running into, right? If you're spending all this money on marketing, are you bringing in the dollars that you want, right? Is there something that can be done not only on the digital marketing strategy, on the platforms that you're on? Is there something that can be done after, right? After maybe the process or the strategy for digital marketing and marketing in general is doing its job. It's bringing you the leads. Have you thought about what are you doing after the leads come to you, right? So again, I'm curious. Feel free to comment on any of these videos or in my podcast when I get it out there. But send me a message, post on there. What are you doing? What are you doing right? What are some of the things that you'd like to see done differently in your organization? Let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. That's what I want to do. I'm always up for learning, but I'm also always up for sharing some of the experience that I have. So again, that's it. We're kind of close to our 10-minute mark. So this is my very first podcast. It'll be up there soon. But again, I'm going to leave these live videos up. So if you have questions, make comments, send me messages, and maybe I'll do my best to answer these questions or comments in the next podcast. So again, thanks a lot, everybody, for listening, for watching, and let's learn about this whole podcast thing together. Send me your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, guys, take care.